And let's see how this goes. Give me a minute here. Did I go to the right stream? Yes, I did. I think this went members only, right? Oh, it went live for everyone, did it? David, how's it going? I said it as members only, but apparently um OBS decided to just go fully public. That's fine. So I've been playing around with some tools that Tempest put together, and basically Tempest went in and just like went in, did a lot of work, like looking at SCM, just going in, figuring things out, and set up a set of Python tools for me to go in and be able to go in and like wipe the or like look through and find parses that have specific things in them. One of which being Maelstrom, because um, that that is the one that is the most recent issue. So I'm going to explicitly be removing parses from the SCM tables that have Maelstrom in them from between X and Y dates. So that's the plans here for today. Used to be member money short this month. Yeah, you're fine. Let me see here. Yeah, it's really handy. So I need to go in and basically I've been just like writing up the SQL scripts that I'm gonna end up using for this. Um, let me move this over. So basically, I'm gonna have it. So the tool tells me um, what file on the SCM server contains Maelstrom in it, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have it go through and everything on the ISC table that has Maelstrom in it, that is between April 12th and July 13th, when Maelstrom was nerfed. Everything from between that time frame is going to get hit. Now I'm not gonna have it go based on character. It's just I'm gonna remove every run where there was someone in that run between those two dates that had Maelstrom on, because even if you didn't use Maelstrom specifically, if someone in the run did, that could have had a fairly significant impact given the power potential, that Maelstrom had. So I need to go in and basically just convert this over to something that I can look at in Excel. So I need to import this. So everywhere that I see find, I'm going to have it replace, or I'm going to have it put a comma there so that I guess I can just remove those lines. Hold on. Bookmark line, mark all, and we're rich. I'll take a look at chat here in a second. Been a little bit since I've done this. What tab is bookmarks under? Here it is. Remove bookmarked lines. There we go. Valerie, how's it going? Yeah, I'm, with SCM, I'm glad to just be able to maintain it, because yes, there are alternative parsers out there, and all that, but SCM, I think a lot of people just, really like the visuals. They many people like the the UI and all that of SCM. So maintaining that and just trying to keep the tables something that people can compete on, that's nice to go out and be able to do. Every line that has 2023, I'm going to mark now. Let's mark all. Bookmark. I know this isn't probably the most entertaining content. Yeah. JB, how's it going? Emilio? Elijah, how's it going? Any word on them fixing the Mega Bork from the latest bundle? From what I understand, they're looking into it. It I think they like the word about it being bugged didn't get to them right away. Or I don't think they realized the severity of it until the evening. So I think they were on a scramble to look at it during business hours on Friday, um, or at least in the later half of Friday. Once Kale put the word out about it, I think that's when they realized, oh, we need to go fix this. Um, and I think we'll probably see it addressed here, hopefully over the next couple of days. I'm just hoping that it hasn't like bricked any characters severely. I think that's the biggest worry. Dwayne, how's it going? Okay. Yeah, SCM's interface is really nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go in now and just have this add a comma in. Can I just copy this? 1 second. Perfect. Outside of the deal exchange being messed up, this is the worst working I've ever seen. Yeah. Yep. I need to cut the non. Hold on a second. I know this is boring content, but like I said, I meant to, or I hit the wrong thing when I went live, but I'll keep going. Bookmark, remove non-bookmark lines. There we go. This is every ISE parse that was on the table that had Maelstrom in it. So these are the file IDs, and I'm going to send them over to Excel and just create the SQL script that I'm going to be going through here. Spy me a casual sab at new ROM command. Always, that's my favorite social hub to go on. I think new ROM command is really nice. The reason too that the lighting's a little bit different is just that I have both monitors turned up brightness wise, so I do have something ordered, and I'll show this on screen here in a sec. I grabbed one of these things from Amazon, and I don't know how good or bad this is going to be, but I figure even if it's just like a battery light, like if I can put that up by the webcam, just get some lighting, that'll probably help things out quite a bit. It wasn't, that expensive either, so that'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully help with the lighting issues that I typically have had on stream. If by chance a character is bricked by the bug, would Cryptic be responsible for reimbursing affected players? There's backups. There's got to be backups. I think, I think there are ways to roll back characters, and I foresee the worst case being that those of us impacted by this have those characters rolled back to Thursday. Worst case, rolled back to the week before. So at that point, if that happens, that's a nightmare for Cryptic, because then they have to go through and track what unlocks. Did you get a lockbox ship in that week? I think they would try to. I think they'd want to avoid a rollback. Odin, how's it going, man? Getting around to leveling this ROM Taka created ages ago. Heard there were free neutronic torpedoes at the end of the stream. Not to beat a dead horse, but what's the progress on my event campaign video? My intention is for that to be this Friday. My intention is that video comes out this week. Video wise, like projects, testing the cyclone stuff is obviously a bit difficult. My main character is, affected by this bug, so I can't test the Justicar's trait. I can't test the Cyclone's trait in the way that I would like to test them. So any like reviews of those ships is going to have to wait for me until after the issues have been resolved. I might do this video is going to sound clickbaity, but I'm probably going to do a like new meta phasers is probably going to be the title, and it'll be like just a test of the narrow phasers off of the Titan, because technically those are better than your traditional beam arrays, but some people are going to think that's probably a little clickbaity. But it's technically not wrong. Like technically they're, some of the best phasers you could have. Waldo, how's it going? Nick, thank you for the membership, man. How's the greatest torpedo player doing? Terrible. The narrows are limited to 2. Yeah, and the question is, do you really want to spend $100 on them? Like, that's going to be one of the points in the videos if I get around to it. And if I do that, it'll probably be a little click, I mean, like I said, the title will probably be a little clickbaity to some people. It's technically not wrong, and it'll just be phrased as like a question, like, are these the new meta phasers to use or something like that? And I'll probably, if I do that, then there will probably also be a short for them, just to show the visuals off. Okay, back to what I was doing, because I've been really sidetracked. I'm going to copy all of this over to the lovely Excel, and give me a moment here. Okay, where file ID equals that go. I don't know if it didn't go. Hold on, Excel doesn't like these things. I forgot. We can see you better. Yeah, it's because Excel. Excel's very bright. Excel is, a lot of bright light right in front of me here. Okay, so what I need to do now is equals concatenate that then should, what I need to do now before I do anything is I need to have a space here. Hold on a second. Live in La La Land, terrible. Dot side, the agony phases are the best to me because of the full disabled proc instead of a single subsystem. The issue with the 2.5% procs on weapons is that they're so like unreliable. You might, like, legitimately, you may only have like 1 to 2 of those procs go off in a run, that is a minute or 2. Dark Ghost, how's it going? Cancel the light, just use Excel. Well, the thing is, too, I've got the monitors turned up brightness-wise, and this right monitor, this AW2721D, like, it goes up to, like, 1,000 nits or whatever if I turn it all the way up. When I used to play Rainbow Six Siege with this, if I if I went through and I left this like on HDR and everything, when a flashbang would go off, it would actually like be a flashbang going off in the room. Yeah, so this should work. It's just that because Excel, for whatever reason, doesn't want to include that right there. You can get biomoleculars to a massive 4%. OP. That, what do I gotta do to get like a prince or whatever to show up here? There we go. Okay. That's what I gotta do. I guess I could do that just right in here. There we go. I don't know whose record this is. This one is, but I'm going to go look at the tables and see whose record I'm pulling down first. That's the first challenge here. Oh, I gotta sign back in. Hold on. Every time I open the control panel on the SCM database, it's always scary because the launch button is right next to delete. That would suck. Apparently, I have to log back in. Before I go through and just rip this command on like every parse there, I wanna make sure that it actually works. Before I just go and run it on all these ones here. UFA code. Loading might take a while. Yeah, Odin had a lot of great content back in the day. Yeah, sometimes the monitors work well for that. Like if I seriously, if I turn the brightness up, that this monitor gets bright. Okay, so ISE is actually DPSM, and I want to see who's the unlucky individual who is. Oh, that copied literally everything. Who's the unlucky person that's getting hit first here? That still is copying everything. Hold on. Sometimes Excel does not want to cooperate. File ID. Jam 9000. You are the unlucky person getting hit here first. I don't know if the command's going to work, but you're going to be the one we're testing it on. Okay, tools. And where file ID equals that, and convert. Yep. Looks good. Okay. Did their record just get taken down? It was like 400K jam. I don't see it. Make sure I didn't brick the table. Nope, the table's still fine. I'm gonna do the same thing. But before I do this next one, I'm gonna look up the person on the table first before I actually go through and hit the button just to make sure it's actually getting removed. Stapleton, your record's about to be the next to be yoinked off the table. So Stapleton, your run. This one was 10154. I'm just going through and just double checking things again, before I hit this against everyone on the table. Where'd you go? 1015. Okay. Let me copy this command and see if it actually removed your record. I'm going to close SCM and reopen it. Do you still have a 1 mil record? I don't know. Megla, Martin, how's it going? I can switch Excel to dark mode, but where's the fun in that? I like having, my corneas, burnt out by this. I am going to lower this brightness though, because that is insanely bright. Normally, I legitimately I have these monitors at like 0% brightness. Brightness is turned all the way down. Okay, Stapleton, did your record go? Yeah, it works. Okay. Let it rip. Every run that is on the table that has for ISC, every ISC run that has Maelstrom used in it, and is from between, was it like April 12th and July 13th, is about to go bye-bye. Here we go. There's all of them. Everything looks fine. Submit. It's taking a minute. It's taking some time there. There we go. That's the ISC table taken care of. So that confirms that, I've got that all sorted out. So the next step is going to be to do the same thing to the ISA table and the HSE table, which I will be doing off stream for the simple fact that the ISA table is going to be a little bit more difficult to go through and deal with, because downloading all those parses is going to take several hours. And for HSE, well, that one won't take as long, but that will still take a little bit of time. So that is the ISE table wiped for right now. And again, that is only wiping the runs that had Maelstrom in them. So if I look at the table, there we go. Tempest, if you're listening, again, thank you very much for going through and helping by creating those scripts for me to use there. That is extremely handy, especially moving forward whenever something pops up again. So there are some non-Maelstrom runs still up from that time frame, which is good to see. Yep, Anderson's got a run there. Yep, so anything from that time frame got removed, only if it had Maelstrom. Good, that worked. Yes, I'm back on the table after removing the like seven records ahead of me. I'm going to enjoy the the brief win. Remember when 150 was the top? Yeah. Watch the whole table just disappear. So JB, I don't think if you had a 1 mil record, I don't think you do now. Yeah, it's a lot of records wiped right there. Delete. Yeah, David, I know. The MPG builds are terrible. Hilbert score terrible. Magla, I know you were just in chat, so I'm guessing it's a new troll account. Join July 30th. Yeah, that's a troll account right there. Everything fine. I'm working in another video. That was why the delay joined. Gotcha. Now Casual Sab can remove Peeps records that anger him. Terrible. I'm gonna put out an announcement on the Deeps Discord that the Maelstrom, I see who, I say go. Rebecca, pretty good. Tempest set up some really nice tools there for me, so those worked perfectly. It takes time for them to go through and to download um all of the parses. So it a little bit of time, but it works really well. Me go over here and I'm gonna create a new folder. Weird. ISC. All of these DPSM log files I'm gonna back up if it lets me click them all. Go. Cut and paste. So I need to do the same thing now for HSC and for ISA. The ISA one's going to be difficult. I might, honestly, with ISA, given the fact that there are literally like, I think there's like 100,000 files out there for ISA. I might just like look and see if there's any records above like a million manually that have Maelstrom and just manually remove them. I might only use this for HSC for what I have left there that I need to do. The great casual wipe. Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention. Tito, do I play O game? Yeah. I have a fairly large account on US Falons. I don't want to show that screen right now because my fleet is on fleet save and I don't want to show the fleet save timer. But yeah, I've also been playing on US Gaspra and doing expo spam over there. The funny thing is too, my Gaspra account, just doing the Disco expo spam, it's almost matching, or it's at about 75% of the resource production that my main account is at, which is quite crazy given that this is a 20 mil point account and my main account is 1.8 bill. Number 6 now meta OP ISC player. Yeah, I'd like to do more O game videos in the future, but it's time, just having the time to go through and do things. I don't know why this is stuck at 99%. Okay, there it goes. Okay, good. Those are all cut. And and I'll have to go through and change the script to make it so that I can go and get the HSE stuff. Okay. Dailies wise, Borg TFOs, repair shields in space, complete. Okay, so I'm still in this build. Oh yeah, the DPS channel invites did also go out. Yeah, Megla had a really nice record the other day too. Megla, even you put up a video for it, right? Your NTTE run. Odin, I'm not really much of a kinetic player, you know. I'm casual. Whatever I'm playing, I'm just doing casually. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, let's do a Hive Elite. I know there's some of you in the game right now. Hive Elite, public queue. Let's do it. Is it possible to organize your officer listings when looking at your character sheet? Um, aren't they alphabetical? I mean, you can have them alphabetical. Like, if you want to just name them, like, put a number at the front, that. If you want to organize them that way, that would work. But that might, break some immersion. Usually I just name mine, like, SRO, TAC, 1, 2, 3. Not very creative. Plasma and phaser user? Plasma, phaser, and disruptor is the way to go. Hive Space Elite Public Queue. Does anyone want to join? It's just HSE, don't worry. There it goes. Warp core breach hell. Not that bad. Oh, not that big. I did not realize my combat buff is down. Rip. This character's running low on fleet creds. Being under 1 million fleet creds just feels bad. Need to... How many marks do I have on this character? Oh, just a few. Maybe I should use some of those. Map transfer failed. Okay, so we have to re-queue because the game broke. Get good, yeah. I need to get good. I also need to move my webcam over to the other corner so that you guys can see the game or see the tray. What? Black screen crash? Never. You guys still hear me? I'm turning the webcam off. There we go. McStud, how's it going? Late night barbecue. Andrew, you're stuck in the isomag reroll. Oh, I just realized my game sound got turned off. Oh man, that's gotta be a lot of silence for you guys. I didn't realize that. My bad. I am in the Terran Eagle. Megla terrible. Ah, feedback pulse. It wasn't a silent movie, I know, I forgot. I don't remember what I was recording, but I turned I think there was something. Oh, it was so I did a reinstall on some of the drivers yesterday, and I mean that clearly hasn't worked. I even had a black screen in Warships earlier. Really? Another feedback already? Unlucky.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Where's the OP side at the subnuke? Terrible. The issue is too is she'll reset to 100% HP. The queen is angry, yeah. Use torps, terrible.
This is not.
Yeah, it was my bad. So basically, when I was doing some stress tests last night, after the stream I did, where I after that stream I reinstalled drivers again and all that. But I went through and did like a full like stress test. I turned Furmark on, I turned Cinebench on, so I was in CPU, GPU at the same time, and I had OBS going. And I left that alone for like 15 minutes, everything max load, no issue. Steven, thank you for the membership. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the Casual Club. Using a lazy boat on the APU cruiser.
You cannot defeat me. You cannot defeat.
Corpse are for noobs? Terrible. Okay, I got one of the endeavors done at least. So I did see apparently one of the Best Buys near me does have like a used 4070 Ti that I might try and grab temporarily. I don't know. I'm starting to get to that point with this card where when it performs well, like when it performs well, when it works extremely well. But the black screen crashes just are when they happen, you know, during a stream, that's a little bit annoying. I don't know. Gonna be lots of things to think about this week. Because I've even had some recordings get ruined by a black screen where I forget what video I was working on in the past week, but one of the I think it was a news video. While I was recording one of the segments, I got a black screen crash during the recording, and I basically just I had to restart the computer. It's really irritating. Let's see here. First time you managed to get into a TFO on here? Nice. Yeah, it's I was wondering honestly, is it like a Stowe exclusive issue? But then today I had an issue with warships. I got a black screen as soon as I opened the game up. I felt like I was being trolled. Valerie, thank you for the casual membership. Welcome to the casual club. Okay, so let's do some more TFOs here. I'm going in on a fire at will build for the next TFO, so I'm gonna do ISE, so Infected Conduit Elite Public Queue. Here we go. Terrible Supreme Fleet Leader, terrible Rob. I believe. I'm on a fire at will build. We're gonna make it work. Work. Casual club, indeed. See you around, Odin. Yeah, it's you know, I had an issue here or there, you know, like on Nvidia with the 3090, but nothing this bad. Nothing certainly nothing this, you know, this severe where it's just black screen after black screen. It's just a bit aggravating. Doodle, how's it going? Rob?
The situation is grim.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I see a Megalodonius in here. How's that, G? I mean, it's... you know, for the cost, it's not really worth it, but it's not a bad ship. It's just... for $100, you're not really getting your money's worth, you know? I forgot to cloak. Oh well.
Scanning the nanite drift. God. Additional data available.
Look at this casual gameplay. What's flanking? I don't know. Oh no.
Nanite drones to repair the transport. Stop them.
terrible, Nick. I forgot to hit the cruiser command. Oh man, this is rough. I flew bad. I feel bad. But it's immersive, right? You know, seeing these phaser beams go all over.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
Is this the new cruiser from the new 3-pack? No, this is a this is the Enterprise G from the promo packs. It's an expensive ship. It's a promo ship. It's the new Enterprise, you know, the controversial one. You mean I have to put my ship with the bad guys? Terrible, I know. Rediscovered my love of the legendary Calvin Connie. Love that ship, one of my favorites right now, but wish I had the Mirror Warship. Honestly, the legendary Calvin Connie is one that I haven't really messed with much. It's like it's close to the Vengeance. Not quite, but yeah, I know. I don't know. Rob, you know, Nick, I don't know. I don't know. Sort of concerned at seeing you guys even saying stuff like that. Richard, thank you for the casual membership. Gonna do a Cure Found Elite public queue. OSS 2 and Surgical 3 on it. Yeah, that's a good combo. This isn't going to be the longest stream because it's you know 10 p.m. and I gotta be up a bit early tomorrow, so mouse flying, I mean, I use a lot of WASD. I mean, there are situations where you can certainly go for the mouse flying, but typically there's just a lot of things on the tray that you want to have some manual control over, you know? Oh no. I know how Triz feels. I'm dead. I'm very dead. No, no, no. Stargate, how's it going? The Omnis like that are really expensive because the drop rate is so low from the weapon packs. Like I think the drop rate on Omni weapons is like 1 in 50 or something like that. So the cost is just brutal. Martin, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good night. Yeah, the Trilithium Omni is pretty good. But that's a set Omni, and if you're looking for a non-set Omni, that's where you run into issues on the phaser side. Thank you everyone for joining that TFO. That's the Borg Endeavor done. Use a Thrustmaster for flying. I honestly, Crusher, like, I think this is, you guys probably seen this in the background. Let me, where's the webcam? No, it's blocked right now, but I have a Logitech, what is it, or Cytec X56 HOTAS sitting back behind me. I've thought about going and just grabbing that, hooking that up to try and see how that would work in stow. Just as like a little bit of a meme. Terrible. Honestly, Nick, I didn't even see the name of your ship. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, if you want a specific visual on a non-set Omni, and it's one of those, if it's a lockbox weapon type, you're going to be paying massively for it. Again, the drop rate's like 1 out of 50, so it's just brutal. Because you may be looking at like 400 or 500 mil for some of them Omni beams, but consider 1 in 50 drop rate, and then the weapon packs in some cases may be like 8-10 mil a piece. It just works out that with the way the drop rate is, you have to price them at that to get your money back, and that sucks for people that want those, but that's just the nature of how the drop rates are right now. Switching to manual flying mode. Yeah, that's I don't know what happened, but after I was trying to like hook up this monitor to my NAS, the BIOS like reset on my NAS too, so that's another fun tech thing I need to go figure out, is why that motherboard like reset. Having all the luck with technology this past month. General question to all: what do your fleets provide to you in the fleet bank? My fleet is in the Priority 1 Armada and basically just have Mark II crafted items and consumable turrets. Yeah, so fleet banks basically were in a, like, for what you're hoping for of items to just go in and help people, like get some gear. That idea pretty much was dead on arrival. Some fleets have things locked down, but the way that the fleet bank system works, it's what you end up experiencing in a fleet is that if you do have lots of valuable things in your fleet bank, someone's going to go through, grab them, and sell them. There's always going to be someone that does that. And I remember what we used to do in TBC. We never like went too crazy about it, but we would get an item that had a specific number of tech points on it. We'd drop it in the fleet bank, and we knew that there was this one guy that was going in and he was just grabbing things from the fleet bank to resell for EC, and he wasn't putting the EC back in the fleet bank. He was just taking it so he can get the EC for himself. We looked at the tech points on the item, and we took a picture of it. We saw that they took it out, and we went looked on the exchange. Sure enough, there was an item with that exact number of tech points on it sitting on the exchange. Like, it's a nice concept to use fleet banks as a place for, like new players to go in and get gear, but It just doesn't work that way. People don't utilize it when you do try to set it up that way, and what ends up happening is you just get some lovely person that will go through and exploit it so that they can, they don't need the gear themselves. They just want to, go through and flip it. Your 2 terabyte Samsung SSD with your Steam games died. Yeah, I'm sort of, for the time being, I'm done with like Samsung SSDs. I forget which one it was I had a couple years ago, but it just started to like throw off warning signs and all that, and I just tried other brands and haven't, had as much of an issue, like with the drives dying out over time. I've really been a fan of like Intel's drives and Solidigm, which is Intel. Intel's SSD division was sold to SK Hynix, and they renamed to Solidigm. I've really liked the Solidigm drives so far. I've gotten a few of them. You joined the Discords? Very nice. So like in TBC, there's a repository, there's free stuff as we call it, there's free weapons. The issue is that, like I said, if people put things in, if it's valuable, someone's going to go through and almost always just go through and take the items to go through and sell them themselves. It just is a system that has never really gotten a ton of use. And if you set up permissions, if you set up like a withdrawal limit, if people have multiple characters, that withdrawal limit's per character. So if someone comes into the fleet with 10 characters, and you have it set so they can only grab 1 item a day, well, now they can get 10 items a day. Nick, thank you for the 10 gifted casual memberships. Very much appreciated, man. This night, this was started as a members only stream, but when I actually hit the OBS button, it changed it over to public. So it's just been public the entire time. It's not like a full like multi-hour stream. It's just gonna be a short one. Like I just want to get my dailies done, get the SCM, Maelstrom stuff sorted out. Wasn't gonna be anything too serious tonight. That'd be nice, Crusher, but Cryptic likes to make the lockbox experience painful, it seems. The Infinity lockbox needs the update I'd like. The Infinity lockbox needs some serious work to make it not be such a chore to go through and open. The Infinity lockbox, every key you open is $1, and the experience is just, it's so much work the way they have it right now. Remember casual, true. Is the Omni from Gamma Tier 6 worth it? Yeah, it's fine, but keep in mind, Joodle, that you can't use that alongside like the Trilithium Omni. Infinity Lockbox is so overinflated, it's sort of crazy. It's not good how it is right now. I don't even enjoy opening Infinity anymore. It's too much work. Andrew, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm not going to be going too much longer for this stream here. I didn't think I was even going to be gone for an hour. Be perfectly honest with you guys. Because I do need to be up early, and I just wanted to just stop by, chat for a little bit while I was working on that SCM stuff. Let's see here. Player's choice box. Yeah. There's things about, like, along those lines I've thought would be really cool. Like, imagine if there was, like let's say I posted a build. Okay, I posted a build and there was, like, some core components of it. And imagine if there was, like, a bundle in the store. Like, here, buy the parts to make this build. Like, something like that'd be cool. would need to work with Cryptic on that, and their communication with like players and content creators is terrible as is. But I thought that'd be a neat idea. Like imagine like a content creator post a build, Cryptic like partners up with it, with them for it, and they introduce a bundle that has the items to put that build together. Like something like that would be a neat concept. Yeah, no problem, Valerie. Yeah, everything that they put into the Infinity Lockbox is just hurting the supply right now. Like the Borg Doth packs having a lower drop rate than actual T6 ships is pretty ridiculous. A Doth like 27 should not cost a billion EC, and it's not worth a billion EC. Borg stuff is too expensive for what it is. No. If a Doth cost that much, like I really, for me personally, I don't think that Doths should really cost more than at most 500 mil. I think a billion for a Doth or a billion five is pretty rough. Okay, I am going to be wrapping things up though. Like I said, it wasn't going to be too long of a stream. Been going for about an hour now. Just wanted to go through, test the Maelstrom wipe there and just chat, get dailies done. So I'm going to be cutting things off here. I'll answer any final questions you guys have. Yeah, the bad drop rates price many players out of the market, absolutely. And with the harsh reality is that since the bots got hit earlier this year, the amount of keys, the amount of lock boxes getting opened seems to have dropped. There's not as many people opening in large quantities, and that is having a detrimental impact on availability of things on the exchange, even through external methods. Like I know I'm not promoting, the third party stuff, but even looking at some of those prices, externally, since the bot wipe, like you can clearly see that the supply of things has very much tanked. Was only Maelstrom wiped? Yes. Only runs that had Maelstrom. Only the ISE table so far. The ISA and HSE tables, I have to go through and use the script to go through and get those done, and that's gonna take some time for me to go through and do that. Now that I've got it set up, I have all the stuff downloaded. I did when I first tried using this API earlier. It I didn't have the request thing for Python installed, so I had to go through and get that. So got that sorted out, got it all working. I assume Agony will be wiped in the future. Yes. Yep. Indeed. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys around. A reminder, there is a giveaway up on my Discord and the Builds Discord for a T6 coupon. The one on my Discord ends at the end of this week, so if you want a chance at a T6 coupon in either of those Discords, make sure to go to the giveaways channel in those Discords and just say hi in general chat. That's something I forgot to mention in the news video, is that especially the Builds Discord, there is a requirement, I believe, for whoever's won to have, you have to have said something in like general chat or something, before the end of the drawing. So just say hi there. What changed with Agony? It's back to its like state from last year. They messed up the formula for it. Okay. See you guys around. Y'all take care.